She will take 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Still up.
Okay.
Buscuse.
All right.
Bitch, I don't know your life.
All right. That is Glorbo. You are stabilized, but you're not up. But if you want to, go ahead and still give me another flashback while you're still unconscious.
All right. Lorbo remembers a nicer time, a happier memory, where he was out. I'm gonna say he was out with Rook, because Rook was doing some research, and while he was doing his little research, Lorbo was trying to find him things to help him with his little research. Only Glorbo doesn't really understand it, so he was just finding little like sticks and pieces of grass, and just like running up and being like, "This help research? This help research?"
Yeah, sure I will, buddy. You're doing great.
That's a dandelion. Yeah, Glorbo help research.
I know I can do something with this.
Oh, and roll a d20. If you get a nat 20, I'll bring it back to 1.
Just a straight up D20.
Just straight d20. You can do it in front
Right.
of everybody. Yep, in front of the group.
Yeah.
Aww.
15. All right.
Close but no cigar.
He's still napping. All right, the guards run up, and Dai and Aldrich, you are both stabilized.
Thank God.
Tell the group how many failed saves you had, Dai.
This time, 1.
All right, and Aldrich, how many failed saves?
1.
I thought you had 2, my guy.
Did I? Well, I had 1, and then, or what's a failed save? Below 10?
Anything below 10.
Anything below 10.
So 1, yeah, because I got a 17 for the one up there. You can see it up top on the chat.
I thought you had 2 failed. Maybe I was wrong.
Or
Anyway,
maybe I did. I don't know.
I think I had 2 failed and 1 success, I think.
Oh,
Because
damn.
you were close to death.
Oh.
Lorbo, however.
Rolled a 9.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right.
Lorbo had 2 successes and a fail. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so this guard, go on, excuse me.
Almost
Going
there.
to run up. And he will prep an attack action since he can't quite get there. All right. Nidalek, you're up. You are still in combat range of this guy.
Wing it with the short sword again.
All right. A 14 will not hit. Anything else?
And I'm just gonna duck. I don't know.
Oh no! All right. Aldrich, you were stable, but please give us another flashback as you were unconscious.
Like I gotta have a stack of these ready.
Or it could, for the record, it also could be a dream since you are now unconscious. You could be like a vision or a dream or something. Drop that sweet Aldrich lore.
Trying, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of fall into a deep slumber with a dream. It was kind of like abyssal darkness, and I just hear a voice briefly say, "Yes, come closer, embrace it. You're doing very good." And yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. All right, Dai, your turn.
You want him to roll a D20?
Oh, so yeah. Ninja, roll me a 1d20. The /R 1d20.
Oh, is it still a death saving throw?
No, it's a if you hit a nat 20, I'll let you get up.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
Just for
1d20.
Yep.
/roll
R.
1d20.
/R 1d20.
Not bad.
Okay. 10. No getting up today. All right, Dai, your turn.
Aw.
So I'm still passed out. So
You are unconscious?
oddly enough, I dream of riding a unicorn in a very happy land.
I don't.
And
Interesting.
not
I
rolling.
think your
Sandwich?
dreams are leaking in there, Liv. I think that's the twin thing.
Is this what die feels
Might
like?
If it's The Witcher, it means you get to have sex with Yennefer, right?
What? What?
You're welcome, Ninja.
Huh?
Gotta be.
All right, roll a d20 die.
Hell yes.
I
Nope.
was going to freak out if I actually hit a 20
That
again.
would have been badass.
Oh, that would have been so cool!
Rook, you are up.
I need you to be good. Alright. Unless Roll20 wants to be a total bitch about it, then.
I mean, probably. Knowing roll 20? Probably. To be fair.
Likely.
Likely.
Just being a total bitch.
Oh, amazing.
As is tradition.
Mm-hmm. But of course. As was foretold by the elders.
Not dramatic anymore.
That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Ooh.
Roll a 10.
There's that 10.
Yeah!
Oh,
Hell yeah, my
nice.
guy.
Yo!
Big boy damage. Now that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, he didn't like that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I don't like him. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Let me just measure something out, and you can go on ahead. I'm just gonna move.
How far do I have to move to bite this guy?
All right.
That
Nice. All right. The bandit captain's gonna swing on you, my man.
Alright, I'm gonna move.
An 11 will not hit. One more attack. Also another 11. He swings and misses both times. You juke out of the way. He is reeling from the firebolt and kind of swinging madly and does not hit you. All right. Glorbo.
both gonna die.
Glorbo!
Give us a 1d20 for the group, and you can give us. Oh my God!
No.
Florbow.
I won't
Glorbo?
penalize it. We're being nice today. All right.
Glorbo
Give us a
was-
dream or flashback.
Glorbo was far too busy having a made-up flashback of events that never happened, where him and his friends got to the chef's little bakery area, and they got to eat a bunch of delicious pastries all together.
Nice.
I'm literally typing up a memory right now, and it's along similar lines, and now I just have to delete it.
Eating a pastry.
Oh my god!
Oh my God! Stolen. All
You
right.
should have known Glorbo would dream of pastries.
Oh, of course. All right. The guards are gonna run up on the captain. This guy's gonna jump down and take. He's gonna hurt his ankle and take a point of damage. But anyway, they're all gonna run up, get their nice murder sandwich going, they're flanking, and they're all going to attack this captain guy. So let's see. Let's
ass.
go.
His ass!
1. That'll hit. Hit it, guard. 4. 3 damage. All right, and then a 2 will not hit. A 3. Oh, damn, that fucking nat 20. That would, he will parry, however, and it will not hit. All right, those are the 3 guards. Nidalak, you're up.
Not short sword, because might as well.
Mhm.
But he's-
Well, will not hit. Anything else?
Fair response.
Actually, guys, hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. They have a murder sandwich. They all have
wait.
fucking had advantage.
No.
So, all 3 hit. One of them is a fucking nat 20. So, that's a -7. And this is a fucking 16. And with that, the guards put him down.
Oh, thank God.
Oh man.
And with that, guys, we are out of combat.
Someone please pick us up.
Oh my God.
And you all come back to 1. Those who were
It's okay.
out.
It's okay, twins. We made it.
We survived another day.
What have we learned?
I need to
Nothing.
add 1. Yeah.
Yep, everybody's at 1 health now. If you were out, you're at 1.
Glorbo learned that Glorbo not wear
Nope, that's
sneaker.
wrong, Sam.
Y'all should be more stealthy.
I had a whole plan. I
I
went
was
into the...
so stealthy.
You were super stealthy.
Oh, we need to talk to the guards, I guess.
I used up my last bit of acid.
Hey, guards, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we
Thanks
saw
for
the
that.
flames and came to assist and heard all this commotion over here. And what are you guys doing? Those are way out of your league.
Well,
Word.
I'm
They
problematic.
attacked us.
Not that far out of our league.
And there's a reason we don't kind of stay away from this area. They kind of do what they want. Catch what I'm saying?
No.
Well, Poisoner, I think, is
Like a
on the
bandit
boat
dog.
if he didn't run away from the commotion.
Oh, you lost the poisoner.
If he's... Well, he might
But
still
it's
be...
not our job to find him.
He might still be on the boat. We're not really sure.
So, by the way, guards, there are 2 more potential enemies at the end of the dock. I
Oh,
remember.
we're not messing with that. We
Oh,
kind of have
gosh.
an agreement. We're not going anywhere near that. I'll go ahead and tell you, I would be highly doubtful that those are the poisoners on that boat. There's something else going on that they kind of keep us in on the side of it, but it's not. I don't think they're poisoners by any means.
Potty act.
Are you sure? Can you perform, like, I don't know, an investigation or something?
He shrugs and says, "Hey, the money's good, so I think they're fine."
It potty act. Glorbo no thing. It potty act.
So I would say at the present that these guards are not super helpful. They don't want to fuck with this area. They're gonna leave, more or less.
Thanks for nothing.
Thanks.
They're like,
Just
"Hey,
kidding. Thanks for actually, like...
you owe us." Not the other way around.
Good
Just
work,
remember
good guy.
that.
What?
And
We don't owe you anything. It's your job to protect the city and the people in it.
he'll look over at June and say, "Didn't you hear what I said? We don't come down here."
Yet, here you are.
Yeah, you're welcome for getting you up.
Piss off the
Thanks.
guards. I think
Yeah.
we should go home and sleep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You should go home. You shouldn't be in this area. I mean, hell, we're getting the hell out of here right now.
Looks like we're at the
Bye-bye.
boat.
So, I think at this point, you guys would head back to the menagerie to lick your wounds and gain a level.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Let's go.
It's happening!
Let's go. How does that work? How do we do that?
All right, so you can do it, whenever, but essentially at the top of your sheet, your character sheet, there's a little like anvil button. You will click that and do your level up procedure. But before we jump into all of that, guys, let's round out this session with some
Nice.
roses and thorns. Ninja, what's up, my man? Roses and thorns.
Roses is that no one actually died.
That's good. Always a good thing.
Thorns is that we learned what fucked around and find out mates.
Accurate.
Man, I was scared to death, but yeah, a lot of fun. This is Like
Ooh, yeah.
someone turned on the Dark Souls difficulty. I don't know who did it, but
I can't imagine who.
I know who did it.
Can't imagine. Can't imagine. Just remember,
That's
folks,
so
we
funny.
would have had a player death tonight had I gone strictly by the fumble chart.
Don't look at
I
me.
don't know what
And we had Aldrich with 2 failed saves, and
yeah.
Lorbo with Lorbo went down twice, Aldrich went down once, I went down twice, and Di went down 3 times.
I sure did.
Uh,
Not today. I will go
Lorbo,
down
anime hero.
oh my
and
god.
be near death more times during this campaign.
Let's
And it's
re-level
not
those
just
at-
because I fuck around, it's also because I roll a
Ouch,
weird
that
number
works.
of ones.
You're gonna find
Lorbo.
out.
Glorbo could have killed him if Glorbo shot Bankai. Glorbo, remember next time. Glorbo, sorry.
Yep, so you'll return to the menagerie, you'll sleep off your wounds, you'll all be back at full health with a new level once you start next session.
Yeah.
We'll start from
Leveling
there.
up should top off your HP.
Okay.
Yep.
No.
In fact, I think I can just move us back to that. If I have it somewhere, anywhere where I have it, I can find it. Yes.
So if we're
Sweet.
back in the menagerie, that means I can.
And you can
I
go
shop.
shopping. Yep.
Yes.
Yeet.
So if you guys want to get anything from the general store, remember to use the normal prices
Some
and just,
healing
just
potions.
put it in the chat of what you bought and deduct that money from your sheets for sure.
I
I
have
still
a
only
question.
have 7 gold.
Do you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
What?
So let's say the 100% guaranteed next time that I go down,
Oh.
and I have healing potions in my pockets. Can someone?
That's what I
Action-
was gonna ask.
It's an action to feed someone a potion.
Well, like, could someone loot that potion out of my pocket and
Yes.
then use
Yeah.
it on me?
Yes, they could.
Cool.
Yep, but
Cool.
it will be an action for them to make you drink it.
And also, potions are expensive.
Yeah, they're 50 gold. So,
Ouch.
Oh,
Ninja, where can they find you, my man?
y'all can find me at twitch.tv/Ninja4Christ117, as well as my YouTube, the Viking Ninja 117. And yeah,
All right, Scalatron, Rose and Thorns.
This was double nat 20s.
Yeah.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Burns was getting my ass kicked.
The double nat one.
Double nat 1s.
The double nat one. The double nat 20s.
Hell yeah. Bad times
Yeah.
all around.
I like killing people, so it's fun.
Yeah.
In game.
In game. In game, Twitch, in game.
Alright, my bad.
Anik, Rose and Thorns.
Thorn would be going down both battles almost instantly.
That's fair.
Roses would be not in actually dying. Having party members that will help me up with their spells. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Than, Roses and Thorns.
Got a few roses. I liked Glorbo's flash on Rook and Glorbo, him just gathering up materials.
That was cute.
Yeah.
Another rose is therapy session with my parents.
Yeah.
Thorn would be us pretty much almost dying repeatedly in the explosion with the bandits.
Mhm.
Just everything. I was getting scared there for a second.
The stakes are high. I will say though, you guys kicked the ass of the Axe Psycho because I was like very scared the Axe Psycho was going to kill somebody, and they basically didn't do anything.
That was the easy fight.
Right. The second fight, I was like, I'm just going to throw some bandits to see like they're going to try to come rob you, and then that was a
Yeah.
bad time.
I am going to keep Grease.
The captain was no joke.
I'm gonna keep Grease.
Hell yeah. And where can they find you, my man?
You'll usually find me out here with a playing the Forest are playing as Rook, or you'll find me on Thursday playing as your favorite Lion Boy, Andros.
Oh yeah.
Lorbo would just
Yeah, we're
like to
launching into
reroll
Arceus' Arc, I
HP.
think. That would be fun. I know I missed last session, but I'll be there this week.
I'm gonna have to tell you about that.
Yeah, I need to catch up. I missed it, but
Yeah.
DC Roses and Thorns.
Let's see. There's quite a few different thorns. Getting chased down and cut down twice. Definitely one of them. Definitely one of them.
He was mad because you hit him for like 15 damage or some shit. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's the rose though. Yeah.
Hell
15
yeah.
damage.
Insane.
Max damage.
Max damage. Insane.
The other thorn is Glorbo rolling a 1 for his health roll.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's not great, bud.
I would love to
Ouch.
reroll that.
Yeah. Womp womp.
Or take the average. Like, oh, I'll roll. Nope, 1. Ah.
All right, and where can they find you, my man?
You can find me on YouTube or Twitch as Directionally Challenged.
Hell yeah. Last but certainly not least, Chaos. Prison Thorns.
Where to begin? There's so many. I guess we'll start with Thorns and end on a good note. Thorns. I came so fucking close to dying. I should have died. I should not be here. I should be making a whole new character sheet. I was sitting back here. I had pushed my mic away. Now I had accepted my fate, and I was eating my popcorn and my M&Ms because I knew I was like, all right. I rolled a nat 1 on one of my death saves, and
Just
that's
leave that there for you guys.
that was pretty rough. Yeah, most certainly a thorn. Going down 3 times. But Roses, that nat 20 that let me come back up. That
Yeah.
was sick.
The dice tell a story.
Sick.
Good shit.
That was so cool. I'm so glad that that happened. And then another Rose popping through the window to attack that psycho dude and actually doing some damage and having some decent rolls. That was so awesome. Getting to sneak attack like over and over again because he was some weird something that let us have advantage.
I'm actually
Feels
happy
good,
that I got the nat 1 there though, because I was planning, like I've been planning the road for Glorbo level wise, and getting that just makes it all the more reason why Glorbo's gonna train with that great sword and he don't hit friend.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to check in top of next episode, see how Glorbo's feeling after that whole incident.
Yeah. That was another Rose, was like Glorbo just coming in and just going, don't hit my friend! 15 damage. It was like, yo! Rage out for the win!
And then almost killed you.
And then, yeah.
Almost killed shit, you know.
He didn't, though. I mean, thank you, GM, for not letting that happen.
Yeah.
Take pity on me. We live together.
Take pity.
Oh god.
Oh, this.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, I think I kind of told you earlier as well, but like the warehouse fight, I was gonna have 2 rounds and then it's gonna explode into flames. So I was like, I don't know if you guys are gonna be like up in the place, if he's gonna try to escape out of it. I don't know. I'll see what the fuck happens. And then the docks. Yeah, that was very interesting because if you notice initially too, he did non-lethal because they were just trying to loot you. They just wanted your money. And then after it kicked off, that's whenever it got deadly.
I actually have a lot of money on me. I didn't want to give it up.
That last
Well,
guy tasted like pennies.
I
Your
need
money
to
or
go
your
fix
life,
it.
and that's the way it went. So, I was just gonna have just like some random bandits, the docs being like, "Hey, give me your money," and then see how that went, and that's how it went. So,
And just one more time.
yikes.
I am so sorry, everyone. I'm
It's all
so
good. We
sorry.
made it.
Don't think you
It's
will.
okay. We
Happens.
We
Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure it never happens again.
Hell yeah.
What, are you gonna play or kill me? Oh my god.
No.
anytime
No.
anytime
PvP.
Guy starts talking, you just hear. What happened? The bear attack.
Oh,
Oh,
gee.
It must have been another bear rock going by. Weird. Shut the
But
fuck up. I
I
can't.
got all my
Got this.
infusions.
It's like
I've got this rock with a button on it, and it just plays a bear sound anytime Di starts running her mouth.
Bop. Is
like
that some sass I
a
heard?
really, really important part of my character that I am this way.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks. With that, I think I may. All right. So first of all, it's October. Horror alerts are up, so you can do spooky sound effects all month on the stream. I may try to stream tomorrow, continue our Dead Space playthrough because hell yeah. And then Chaos and I'm gonna start doing some co-op horror games for the month. I think Man of Medan is like the first Dark Pictures anthology you can do play co-op.
I'm so
Yeah.
afraid. I'm the
And
biggest baby.
we're gonna work on setting up her perspective to be a stream from as well, so you can get both perspectives. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
So
Alright.
with that, let's raid out who currently is streaming. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite part was, and of course, if you want to see more, please subscribe. We post new videos daily. I stream weeknights on Twitch, 7 to 10 p.m. Central. I'm Alec the Lost Knight, by the way. Have a always live content shuffle. Check out the link below for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Righty-ho.
All right, everybody. We got a hydrate redemption. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, guys. What are you having fun?
I was scared.
I
I was very
down.
scared. Like, this son of a bitch is gonna kill
Extremely
two
scared.
characters.
Yes.
the twins. No. Although, you know, like, is it better for both of us to go at the same time, or would it be better for one of us to go? And then that would like create this insane character arc. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't.
Sad.
I
all
mean, I
around.
don't think it's better if both of us go because, man.
But like, at least you wouldn't have to live without each other.
I
You
was
know?
like,
You know, like the
Oh no.
This is true.
whole sibling thing. Oh, I don't know.
Rick is back.
Oh
It's
no.
all sad. That's why
yeah,
I'm
my
eating popcorn
first
and
edition
chocolate.
friend is always like making fun of how hard it is to die in 5th edition. So
I mean, you guys did very well
Well-
against that enemy, for sure. Like they didn't do a lot, but they could do some real damage for sure.
Reese, baby.
yeah, I have a friend who's or he's an ex-coworker, but I call him a friend. He plays 1st edition only, and it is
Oh, really?
so
Damn.
easy apparently to like die in 1st edition.
Got
I don't think there is like death saving throws. I think so.
Hmm.
I don't know. Yeah,
I got one more spell slot left.
I have 0.
By the way, thank you
haven't
to everyone
used,
who helped bring me back to life. I'm not gonna start playing
Yeah, you're welcome
Evanescence,
for
I
your
promise.
singular. You're welcome for your singular hit point.
It helped. That is like a huge percentage of my total hit points, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean you're a rogue, you
I
know.
always feel bad when people
Supposed to
go
get in
down
and get out.
when bless is
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely would
Fuck.
have gotten back out. Mistakes were made, but it's okay. I just it was so tempting because I could do sneak attack every time because the dummy gave me advantage every time.
Mm-hmm.
How could I like resist the extra D6?
I know.
How does that work? If like you're within line of sight within the enemy, and you can still sneak attack them. I'm just thinking on terms of like Baldur's Gate.
Here, let me.
If you yeah.
Yeah,
it's
let me
the
put it
ability
in.
Thing.
There.
Oh, distraction. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I was under the impression they cannot see you in order to do a sneak attack.
As long as you have advantage, you're.
Yeah, I've definitely played that way in the past where, like, they cannot see you for you to be able to do sneak attack, but
Yeah.
reading the terminology on what is, like, the way that it's written in this specific instance would seemed appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't make the rules.
Okay, I'm an anarchist, so. Fuck the rules.
I'm chaotic neutral. Chaos is chaotic. Had to be.
I'm sad I didn't get to bite him.
Yeah. So full disclosure on that. After 2 rounds, the place is gonna burst into flames, regardless. So the timing was super interesting.
Mm.
Wish I had some water spell or something, but
Good thing there's no explosive barrels anymore.
I was like, when you almost set the grease on fire, I was like, is this gonna kick off earlier? Like, oh shit. Like, oh boy, oh boy.
Everyone
10 rounds.
died.
Oops.
Brooke was afraid. He panicked.
It was super interesting because I totally figured, like, okay, well, Rook's gonna get the opening attack, he's gonna go down, it's gonna be like save Rook, and we had this whole like flashback scene and everything. I was like, no, it was the fucking twins that went down. Like, oh shit.
Honestly, I feel pretty safe right now.
Yeah, Grease was great.
be
I was like,
honest.
oh damn. And then
Those
I
are-
jumped in and was like, well.
It was a very
No regards.
interesting contrast, considering their
Really
names would
wanted to use-
live and die.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
It always gets
Die,
me.
die this time.
good shit, good shit.
Great.
Did you say die and die?
This time it
That's
was
what it
die
almost
and die,
was.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, question real quick.
Uh-huh.
I looked on my Twitch and I have my Prime account set up on it.
Mhm.
But I don't have free subscribes.
If you click sub, it should say like use Prime sub.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Prime, but I don't know.
I went in and checked my to make sure I had Prime set up, and it's like you can not, like you can hook up Prime.
Oh, weird. It should do it, I would think, but I don't know. Death is but another adventure. Dude. Usually if you hit sub, which it may have to be on PC to do it, at the bottom there's a little like checkbox to do sub with Prime.
I've done it on the app.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Where's that?
Yeah, so
Where's
mine
that?
says log out of Amazon Prime. So I'm logged in
Oh.
of Amazon Prime. I mean,
Weird.
So,
okay, maybe not.
Fired
Good
again,
question.
and I missed, and then I missed again,
And then I fired again, and then I missed, and then I fired, and then I fired, and I missed. I missed both
yes.
times, and then I fired, and I missed.
anyway, if I wanted to purchase something from the shop,
Hello.
let's see.
The merch store? Hell yeah.
I guess so there's 3 different costs basically, normal, low, and high
Yes.
for stuff.
Mhm.
What does that mean? Like,
So
which one applies?
the really cool thing is that this is since it's linked to my Twitch, if you were a sub, it's like your different tiers of subbing get you like different discounts. There's not like a lot of difference, but I mean basically you get a discount if you're a sub to the channel.
You're a sub.
We're
If
not
you're a
talking
tier
about
3
the
sub,
same
you
thing.
get like the most discount. which
I
think
is
she's talking about
ridiculous,
D&D.
but it's kind of
Yeah.
D&D.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
it's not about D. Pretty sure it's
Yes.
about the merch store.
Oh,
I'm talking about
You fucking right. I'm sorry. I was like,
in D&D.
I was like,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, sorry. I was
What do you want, a
streamer
healing
mode.
potion or something?
Okay, right. General store. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll just do normal on that, unless I say
Normal.
otherwise. You're just gonna do normal price. Like the middle
Okay.
price.
So
We're in Amber
Should've
Hall.
done
It'll
this
be
before.
middle price unless otherwise. Yeah. My bad, guys. I was like, oh, cool. Like, no, God no. My merch. Who fucking wants that shit?
Can I
Links again to the
can I
shop.
purchase something now, or does it have to be before stream?
General store.
It has to be when you're at the menagerie. You guys aren't there currently, so.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Because
if you're
when I've
back
asked-
at like your home base, like the hub, essentially, there's a bunch of shops, so you can just go buy stuff. But right now, you can't just like buy while you're out in the middle of the adventure. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, trying to buy a potion, huh?
No, I was trying to buy a quarterstaff because I don't have a whole lot of stuff in my inventory that I'm like actually proficient with.
Wow, somebody actually wants merch? Nope.
What'd I miss?
Nothing.
I want that shirt one day. This
Do it.
economy?
In this economy? Good stuff, man.
You stand here before me, facing the torrent of fate. Do not be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you, for it is a gift. This storm will cut you like 1,000 razor blades. People will bleed there, and you will bleed too. Hot red blood. You'll catch that blood in your hands, your own blood and the blood of others. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Remember, the sword of destiny has two edges. You are one of them.
Well, hello, it's me, Alec the Lost Knight, but tonight it's Keeper Alec, because we're playing D&D. But this time, it's not with everyone. This is our first Whispered Tale, or little side quest, little side session, if you will. Starring our very good friend, Anik. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anik. I play Liv, who is an Aasimar druid. I am Guy's twin sister, one of the other party members, and I really like to party.
Hell yeah, we all like to party here, folks. This is, as I said, I am Alec. I'll be your DM, your Keeper Alec. And this is what we're going to do. This will be the first one, of course, but on kind of in between weeks or whenever we can, we're going to do a few little side stories that will enhance the campaign. I don't know when they're actually going to post yet. This may post a month from now. Who knows? It won't post until things revealed in this side story are more known to the rest of the party. If that makes sense. We're not going to spoil anything by posting it to people watching it. We don't want the rest of the party to know yet. So these are some of the, flesh out some of the backstories, flesh out some of the little kind of side things that each player has that maybe they don't want the rest of the party to know yet, because I can't make people leave the table if we're streaming live and I'm posting things on YouTube. So, all to be said, today's little side story, again, is, this one actually, you can kind of figure out when they are. They won't all be in chronological order, but this one will take place right after our last session, which was, I believe, 6 was our last session. Either 6 or 7. I think it was 6. Whichever one the jailbreak is. Anyway. Point is, in that session, at the end of that session, before we took a long rest, Liv made a roll, a nature roll, and based on her roll, she now has something she needs to do, and we're going to roll that scene for her character. So, without further ado, let me read a little something here to introduce us, to get a little bit of lore here, and we'll roll into it. So, let me... Actually, hold on. What I did just didn't work, so let me do this. Move this here. Okay, cool. Okay, so. There are local tales whispered amongst the populace. And one of those tales goes like this. Have you ever heard the call of the Forest Mother? Sweet. Legend says that deep in the woods, in a clearing bathed in moonlight, lives the Forest Mother. Her abode cannot be found by looking, for never will it appear unless she so wishes. Only those she calls to may find her. Only those with the mother's touch may come home. She'll never appear while looking for her, but the trees carry words to her. Words spoken to the bark of a tree are quickly requited. For with a turn, her abode shall be standing before you, in a clearing, bathed in moonlight. Or so the legend goes. But is it just legend, or is it true? With that, let's return to our heroes as they are settling in for the night back at the menagerie. I've got to make sure that whenever I do this, I don't select everyone. I don't want anybody else to know what we're doing. All right. Let's roll back in. We're back at the menagerie. And you see here, you are in your room with your sister. You are both settling in for bed. I'll go ahead and stick you in bed. And Liv, you hear Mother's call, and it compels you to go home. I'd like you to make a stealth check to see if you can get out of this room without alerting your sister.
I don't know how that's going to go. And you had her do, is it like contested, or is it just against her perception?
I'm going to look at her passive perception because she is trying to sleep. So it'll be her passive perception.
Is this going to be public roll, or is this going to be a whispered roll?
If you don't mind,
because it'll be on the chat log.
Do all of your whispered rolls for this session. Since this is a whispered tale, whisper all of your rolls. Okay. So, you rolled a 2. Believe it or not, that is far lower than her passive perception. So there won't be any reaction right now, but she is aware of you sneaking out.
Okay.
So, you do sneak out, and you head out of the city proper, outside the city walls, and you head into the edge of the forest outside of Amber Hall. And let's move there now. As soon as I get this to load. Here. And we will go here.
Ooh.
So you find yourself on the edge of a clearing, bathed moonlight. What would you like to do?
Well, I suppose if I'm compelled, very strongly compelled, because I believe I rolled low enough that there was not a choice. I would just follow, like, whatever path leads me to her.
Mhm.
Which, let's see. I guess that tree is over the river, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go that way.
If you want to just for giggles make me a dex check to make sure that you walk across it, or acrobatics, either dex or acrobatics, whatever you want to do. You can do acrobatics or athletics, perhaps one or the other.
Well, acrobatics is a dex check, but athletics I at least have a +1.
Okay, we'll go with athletics then.
Okay.
If you walk across the log there.
Without falling.
Yeah, you're fine.
14. Okay.
It's not, like I said,
Okay.
there's plenty of moonlight. It's not that dark. And so you cross the little river here, and there's these little, like, lightning bugs, and it's just a very picturesque scene. As you approach this little bunch of trees here, what would you like to do?
Well, I see there's a path to the left. What, 2 paths across the clearing?
Mhm.
I want to go over here to the left.
Okay.
This way. Is there a path off the screen here?
There's not.
There's not. Oh.
This is this way.
Okay, so I'm just going around, you know, enjoying the quiet, being out of the city, preferably not dying, you know.
Right. That's a nice
Not
change
watching
of
my
pace
sister nearly die.
from
Yeah.
the last few encounters, if you will.
Yes.
And you feel in your essence that you are being called home. Not to Bridell, but to a different home.
So I guess I should have asked, is this something that I've had to do before? Like,
Yes.
I know that, like, I have gone and, you know, like, learned from her and everything, but has this, like, specific urge happened before?
I don't...
Or has it always been by choice?
I think it's been by choice because you were always home, and it was a fairly regular thing to go do this. I think it's the first time that you are compelled to go do so because you've been off adventuring with friends.
Am I aware that this is what the compulsion is, that I'm going to see her, or am I just like, you know what I mean? Or am I just doing this and I'm like wondering why?
Let me see what to do for this. Give me nature check. Nature's
A
good.
nature check? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got good nature, so.
14.
Okay. So this, I mean, this is a new experience, but it doesn't feel wrong. You just feel like you need to go see
I just have the feeling, yeah.
the Forest Mother.
Okay, well, then, I guess I'm gonna go off to the left. Is that a path there? This way?
Well,
Or am I just here in this clearing?
the clearing.
Oh, okay, so... I need to call to her, I guess? Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to say? I know what Anik would say, not what Liv would say. I think I would probably just like walk around because it is a new experience and just kind of go like, "Hello? Is anybody there?"
Well, and as this is a new calling, this is not a new time, I guess if you want to say summoning, but calling to the Forest Mother. So you would somewhat know kind of the procedure, if you want to say it that way, or I don't know if you would say ritual, but you would know kind of the cadence that you would need to do in order to call to her. And if you think about it, what we opened with, there's often truth to legends. They're usually seated in truth.
So do I need to speak to the tree?
Perhaps.
Or something? Okay, so Then, let's see, I'll walk over to this guy, this tree right here. I'll put my hand on it, and I'll just say, Mother, I wish to come home.
And as you say that, you kind of blink, but it seems like a long blink. And as your eyes reopen, the scene around you, the coloration, the lightning bugs, everything seems a different shade of color. And as you know, she never appears before you, never where you're looking. But as you turn around, there stands her house. The Forest Mother.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Okay. So, I guess I'll walk around.
You, again, seem to blink. A slow blink. And as your eyes reopen, you are home.
Okay.
And this
Oh, there's a
little
little kitty cat.
in this little room here with a nice warm crackling fire and chickens in the corner and just kind of a general natural feel to the room. Someone living a natural life. Across from the table, putting down her knitting, sits the Forest Mother.
Okay. Oops, I didn't mean to ping, sorry. I'm gonna walk over to her. So I just have this kind of idea that, you know, like with Liv and Di's parents, they've been keeping secrets this whole time, you know, trying to keep secrets and protect their family and protect their kids and everything. But I like the idea of Liv not really like falling for it, not necessarily falling for it, but you know, feeling that there's a distance there. And then with the Forest Mother, who has been honest the whole time, you know, told Liv about the parents and everything. I think she would have like feel a kindred spirit in her and be like pretty close.
Certainly. She's certainly a surrogate maternal figure. Certainly.
Yeah, for sure. So I would be very happy to see her, I believe, especially in light of everything that has happened since we left Brydell.
Right.
How many times we've been close to death and all the fighting and not being able to just so much not being able to like just stop and take a breath. I would be very happy to see her. So I would probably just run up to her and, you know, say, Mother, I missed you.
Ah, child.
Glad to be home.
I missed you as well. It's been some time since we've seen each other. Beginning to think you weren't going to come visit.
It's been hectic.
Ah. Yes, I can sense that. Well, come here. Give your mother a hug. She puts her grandmotherly arms out for you.
I'll reach in and I'll just cling on.
There, child. So, what troubles you? I can sense you are not at peace.
Well, for one thing, we still haven't found anything out about our parents. We asked a little bit. I had a vision. Oh, that happened. I had a vision.
Oh.
Of our parents outside of this orphanage. I forgot what it was called. The Daylight
Orphanage.
Yeah, that. And they were younger. They were much younger than they are now. so I asked about the Daylight Orphanage, and we haven't found anything yet. We haven't really had a whole lot of time, so haven't really gotten anywhere there. Also, funny thing, I transformed in
Oh, my
the
daughter,
last.
I am so proud of you. You're coming into your powers.
It was shocking.
Yes, the first time often is.
Also, I transformed into like a panther, but it wasn't a normal panther. It was bony and a little grotesque. It wasn't normal.
That is interesting. You see, nature is neither good nor evil. It is what it is. And as you harness its power, it brings out what is inside you. It does not put anything on you, doesn't wear a mask. It is purely what is within you.
Well, that's not very encouraging.
It's not necessarily a bad thing by any means, but this means you have turmoil within you.
Yeah.
And all those things that you hide come out in your wild shape. You can't hide from nature.
Like this, and I'll hold up my hands, and there's just like very faint, because it's early on, very faint like black veins kind of moving up my hands, and right now they kind of just stop at my wrist.
This seems to not surprise her, but her eyes do widen a touch, and you do notice that. It's manifesting even when you're not in wild shape. That is interesting. You have some strong forces within you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I worry about taking things too far. Like, the more I learn, am I going to become this just evil being?
I believe that is up to you. For again, nature will let grow what is within you. And if it is weeds you have sown, you must first clear out your garden. And these are things that you can learn to control, perhaps, as even roses have thorns. But that is entirely up to you and how you wield your powers.
Well, is there more that I can learn to help control it?
Certainly. There is always more to learn, my daughter. As I'm sure that is partially why you're here. I will always teach you all that I can. But there are some battles that I cannot fight for you.
I just want to protect Dai and find out what's going on with our parents.
Yes. Yes, the spirits have blessed you with a vision, and though disturbing to say the least, I believe it shows a path. And I don't know where it leads, but it does lead somewhere. And there will be answers where it ends. Will it be dangerous? Very likely. There's a strong malevolence about all of this, as is evidenced by... She kind of looks at your hands again. There's more to your story, and I think your sister's as well. I'd very much like to meet her someday. feels having the two of you together might answer some things.
Well, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if she would understand. I don't know if she would view me differently if she knew that I'd been keeping this a secret from her, or that I have changed at all.
Yes, it can be hard to watch a loved one change, or one whom you love keep secrets. But I feel that it still may be worth the pain to get to the bottom of this. In time, there's no rush certainly, but I feel that it'll be hard for me to see more into your ailment, not having your sister to compare across. As you are twins, and of almost opposite natures, there must be something there that fate has linked.
Well, I can certainly mention it to her, but I don't know now is the time.
I know. And again, it's no rush for me. I'm just saying that I will do all I can to help you, as you know, my daughter, but there's only so much I can see with half the picture.
Okay, well, if it comes to it, I'll ask. I'll let her know. But for now, is there anything that you can teach me or tell me to further aid in our search for our answers about our parents?
Well, it'll be hard for me to reveal more than the spirits have already done. I do believe that orphanage has answers. Do you...
Have you ever...
Sorry. Do you know anything about your grandparents?
My grandparents know. I
That's what I
mean,
thought.
our parents never really told us about them, ever.
Yes, as I expected. I believe that orphanage may have once been their home.
Like,
That's maybe
they
why
were
fate
both
has
in the
linked you back
orphanage?
to it.
Well, do you know where it is?
It is within Amber Hall somewhere. Of that I am certain, but I do not leave the forest. But there is a darkness that I can feel with that place. Just the name feels cold. Strange for something called daylight, but
Things are rarely what they seem.
you've learned well.
Taught me.
As I did. Suppose I can be a little prideful.
Well, I suppose as long as I can keep Di safe, and as long as nothing heinous happens, like what has happened recently, we should be. I should be able to call upon you, I suppose. Never.
Certainly.
Right.
Yes, you can always come home. I just am again mother of the forest and cannot stray into the city. But
Have you seen Nidalak recently?
I have not. As he's traveling with you, is it not?
Yeah.
Yes, as you both left, I have not seen you, either one, until just now. Beginning to think you'd forgotten about poor old mother.
Never. I can never forget you.
But I see that you have become stronger already, so I see that the city is hardening you. Whether that's for better or worse, time will tell. That's, again, something you must decide.
Yeah, it's hard to remain optimistic and playful. Whatever else, when you're constantly being either shot at or attacked.
That is the beauty of nature. Again, it is not good or bad, it is merely hungry. As long as you understand where you stand in its order, it can be a beautiful place. But there in those cities amongst those men and those other races and things, it is always some kind of agenda or evil in those places.
Yeah, I've met evil recently.
I'm sure you have. I can smell it on you.
Maybe I just need to bathe.
Also could be a wise choice. But I do think that it is where your destiny lies. Fate has bound you to your friends and bound you to the path you now walk. And though your fate is your own, always remember that the end may be set, but your journey there is not.
One day at a time.
Always. Always.
I think I would just reach in and give her another good squeeze.
Certainly. There, daughter. There are hard times ahead. I will not say things will be easier. But as long as you and your group stay together, I foresee you will make it through. I don't know if you all will, but I don't. And she kind of looks a little bit troubled. Having trouble seeing.
Having trouble.
Well, ponder on this. It's nothing for you to be concerned with. I'm used to seeing the storylines around me. Some of that of your group are still obscured. It's odd indeed. Fate has done some truly intriguing things with you and your friends. I'm very interested to see how it all plays out. not to lay all this on you, Doctor. I'm sorry. It's just... It's not often such a rift comes along that makes ripples that I can see, or that block my vision.
Well, if anything, it'll be an interesting time for us in the future.
All of that, I would say so.
Well, see you.
Always, daughter, and you are always welcome home. You need only call, and I shall be there.
I don't have any other questions.
All right. Well, as you say your goodbye, she gives you a little basket with some food, as is her tradition. God forbid anyone go away hungry. And she looks at you and she says, "Fare you well, daughter, for I will see you again soon."
I'll see you.
And as you seemingly, you blink and it again seems as a long blink. And again, you find yourself in a moonlit clearing. With soft lightning bugs flying around.
Can I tell what time of day it is? Like what time of night? Like, is it close to sunrise or is it still like middle of the night?
It, oddly, looking at, give me either perception or nature, whatever you feel like doing.
Sure. Tired.
Nat 20. You look up at the sky and look at the surroundings, and no time has passed since you were standing here before you talked to Mother.
Okay, so it was like the middle of the night, like after everybody fell asleep.
Yes.
So I would like to just kind of sit here, middle of the clearing, for a while, enjoying the peace and quiet, the serenity of being out under the night sky and away from the city, until such a time that I would need to return.
Okay. And as you sit there pondering and enjoying the night air, is there anything specifically that you're kind of meditating on?
Oh, for sure. I would really worried about, the appearance of the black veins on my hands and the feeling of transforming into this familiar but also unfamiliar creature, and whether or not I want to actually sort of embrace that power and take it and run, or step back from it because it's something that I don't really understand. Currently, I don't know, it's kind of back and forth. I think Liv would be very confused about whether or not the unknown path towards this power is better or worse than sticking with what I know, but also perhaps not being able to have the power to save my friends or save Di. It would just be back and forth all night.
I don't have it prepped currently, but as your bond with Mother has deepened, you will gain a new ability on your sheet from the Forest Mother.
Ooh.
So I'll have to think about what I'd like to do with that, but you will have one for next session.
Yes. Awesome. More secret abilities.
Hell yeah. All right, I think with that, we will wrap up and you'll return to your cozy bed in the menagerie. So.
I like to think that when I was leaving, because I rolled a 2, that like maybe Di was sleeping, like just peacefully, finally getting some rest after all the shit that we've been through. And then I like try to sneak out, and then my foot gets wrapped in the blanket, and I like tumble and hit the floor and take the blanket with me, you know, and I just kind of freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't hear anything, so I just take the blanket and I just gently put it back over her. That's how I like to imagine rolling a 2 on stealth, trying to get out of the bed and out of the room quietly.
And I will say that she could tell that you left the room. She was somewhat tossing and turning herself, appearing to have potentially another more troubled dreams.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
And as you enter the room to come back in and try to sneak back into bed, she awakens from another nightmare. Again, I'll let her decide on if she's screaming or crying or what her reaction is, but she will awaken from the nightmare as you are walking in the room. That's where we will start with you two next session.
Oh no. The concept of this is so cool to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody's gonna be like, what is happening?
Yeah. Well, it's, like I said, it's, I'm planning on doing, obviously, several of these, and, like, even jumping forward and backwards in time and doing some of these, and try to interweave them into the campaign, and then just not posting them until it feels right, as far as it won't, like, spoil anything, you know?
Yeah.
People will watch it back and be like, what the fuck?
They'll be like, oh, so this is why this thing happened, or this is what's going on. Yeah.
But yeah, congratulations for being on the first Whispered Tale.
Cool.
Just, I know it's whatever. What's your rose and thorns of this little side story?
Oh gosh, okay. Roses would honestly be like just the scenery. Like, I like the maps. I think it's cool to have, you know, like being able to just be in the clearing, and then you change the map, and then all of a sudden there's like a chicken house there, you know? I like that a lot. Thorns would be, let's see. Kind of upset that Mother didn't know more about the Daylight Orphanage, like where it is. That would have been really helpful.
Yeah, well, there's still, that's a whole arc you guys got to do, and I mean, she wouldn't know.
Yeah.
She lives in a chicken house in the forest. How would she know where the orphanage is in the big city?
Yeah. But no, I mean, it was cool. I like this.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had fun also. I'm excited to do more of these. I've got some really cool ideas and some stuff, so we will certainly see. There's some stuff where, like, some people in the party have, like, special items. I want to run some side stories that show, like, how that item came to be wherever they found it or bought it or, like, whatever. Like, be really interesting to see, like, oh, wait, here's what the origin of your item is, kind of deal. So we'll see how that goes.
That'd be cool.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Comment down below what your favorite part was, and of course, if you want to see more, please subscribe. We post new videos daily. I stream weeknights on Twitch, 7 to 10 p.m. Central. I'm Alec the Lost Knight, by the way. Have a always live content shuffle. Check out the link below for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
You stand here before me, facing the torrent of fate. Do not be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you, for it is a gift. This storm will cut you like 1,000 razor blades. People will bleed there, and you will bleed too. Hot red blood. You'll catch that blood in your hands, your own blood and the blood of others. And once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through, how you managed to survive. You won't even be sure, in fact, whether the storm is really over. But one thing is certain. When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person who walked in. Remember, the sword of destiny has two edges. You are one of them.
Okay. Well, hello. It's me, Alec, but tonight it's Keeper Alec, your DM, as we play D&D. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Here we are, session 4 of the Lost Chronicles of Fate, which I have currently dubbed the Menagerie of Dreams, because we're going to kick off with some dream sequences. But first off, let's introduce our fine cast, our Pawns of Fate, if you will. First off, Chaos, what's up?
Hello, I'm Chaos. What is up is, I don't know.
You're a little quiet, by the way.
After 9 p.m. and I am sleepy. I'm Chaos. I'm a tiefling rogue named Di. I like to party.
You were so quiet. Please speak up.
I'm speaking up so much.
You're not.
I hear just fine.
She's good for us.
She's not on stream though. I'm watching it come in.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like
There
you problem.
That
I'm doing my
sounds like
best.
a streamer issue.
I already have your input beefed so much. Anyway, let me print up a little more. All right.
That's so surprising because
All right.
I have a very loud voice IRL.
Yeah, you just
You
anyway.
can always hear me.
Mm-hmm. What's your fun fact?
Fun fact, I nearly got my head chopped off in the last session by one of my teammates. It was unfortunate.
It's a very fun fact. And
Yep.
I think you said it, but do you like to party?
Fine.
I did say it, and I do like to party.
Hell yeah, she likes to party. Oh, let's see. Ben, what's up, my man?
Hello, I'm Ben. I play Solvrook, the artificer lizard folk, and I like to party.
And what's your fun
And
fact,
eat
friend?
people.
I Ozzy Osbourne, the motherfucker.
It was sick.
You did eat a man.
Yes, I did.
Not wrong.
Did not taste good.
Yeah.
Ozzy,
Okay.
Ozzy, oi, oi, oi.
Ninja, what's up, dude?
What's going on? My name is Ninja. Play a character named Aldrich as a drow cleric of the Twilight Domain, and also I like to party.
Hell yeah. What's your fun fact, friend?
So, fun fact, I'll do an easy one because I know what everyone's thinking about for other fun fact, is there was an explosion at Sila's old office. I don't know if it was like an arcana explosion, a magic explosion, but we kind of got a little fucked up over there. And yeah, we made it out of that alive at least.
Mostly. All right. Scanlatron, do you have audio yet? That's a no.
That's a
No.
no.
All right, Anik, what's up?
What is up? My name is Anik. I play Liv, an Aasimar druid. I am Dai's twin sister. My fun fact is something that I wrote in my notes when I stopped taking notes, and it just says, Dai is trying to kill everyone.
That is inaccurate.
Nah. Nah,
And
let's
then
be...
I didn't take notes for pretty much the rest of the session.
No, and Di just had one missed roll. Let's be honest, it was Glorbo out in the open that was like, hey, there's a guy there.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one bad roll.
Well, one bad roll that just set the course for the rest of the day.
Yeah, out of all my bad rolls, that was the one that really caused a lot of problems.
Kiki, welcome in. What's up? All right.
Kiki.
While we're waiting on Skeletron to get his audio rolling, DC, what's up, dude?
Hi, I'm DC, or Directly Challenged. I play Glorbo, the best little gobbo. Yeah.
You like to party?
I like to party.
Hell yeah, what's your fun fact?
Glorbo not worst at stealth?
That's
Not
true.
Worst.
I mean, kind of, though. Like, not
He's
great.
bad, just not the worst.
I mean, you know, kind of not great.
Who is the worst then?
I don't know, but Glorbo no roll 1 on stealth, just roll 1 on attack.
We got
You know what?
Glorbo pastries.
I think you rethink your life choices in your class.
You know, Glorbo didn't have his pastries in him. He was just, you know, he's off. It was an off day
Didn't
for
have his
him.
fuel, man.
So just a
Yeah.
quick recap to go along with all the fun facts. So last time we started off at the warehouse at the docks, and there was a axe psycho coming after you. After a couple rounds of combat, the place exploded in a big arcane fireball. You guys managed to get out of there, and Rook rolled a arcane investigation check and realized that one of you guys first got there to the warehouse. There was footprints leading from Sala walking through. It kind of went off like a side room and then went through the place. And you think that there was a timed fireball spell in some kind of package that Sala planted there. So, covering tracks maybe, who's to say? The warehouse is covered in blood. There's an axe psycho. It was a whole ordeal. You guys made it out of there and continued trying to track Sala down the docks. But before you could find him, you encountered a group of bandits who saw Glorbo, and as they were coming towards Glorbo, Dai knocked over a box. They went to rob her, and were going to knock her out and rob her, and it turned into just combat that got a little dicey.
Well,
Yikes. But thankfully some guards came in, kind of helped save the day, and you all ended up bruised, battered, lost track of Sala, ended back up at the menagerie. You all leveled up, and you're having a nice long rest to try and recover from the harrowing day that you all had here in Amber Hall. And that's where we rejoin our friends, is here at the menagerie as you're all taking a nice sleep. So I will move you all into, let's see. How do I? We had a new system for doing this. Bear with me just 1 second.
do we click on long rest, or does it
You leveled, so
automatically
it should
happen?
already have done so, more or less.
I don't think it really matters for me, but you know.
Let's see if this works. Oh, I did the backwards thing. My bad, guys. Hold on 1 sec. Okay. Here we go. I'm fixing it. Everything's fine. Okay, cool. So, anyway, you're all here. Ignore that it's somewhat daytime because you're sleeping, and it's a map that's made for light. Anyway, you get the point. Anyway, before we kick off, you guys all rolled some checks for your dreams. Some of you didn't roll so well. So, without further ado, to kick off things and get kind of in the mood, if you will. Liv, it's always you, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Let's get started. As you are sleeping next to your twin sister Dai, you slumber. Perhaps not peacefully, but these are not peaceful times. You've had a pretty hellacious day, and things didn't go well. But you're dreaming, and in your dream you see before you a meadow full of beautiful flowers. The bright sun beams down, a light breeze tugs at your clothes. It's a nice one. And here comes Glorbo, skipping through the flowers.
Yeah.
He's idly humming to himself, swinging his sword back and forth and kind of chopping the heads off the flowers, just idly having a good time.
Oh.
What's that he's humming? It seems so familiar. He's just skipping along and swinging, and the red flowers are falling all around. Oh, the flowers aren't red, but they're dripping red. Your ears kind of pop like a pressure change, and the sound hits you. Glorbo isn't humming. It's the flowers. They're screaming. And as you look at it, they have your sister's face.
Hey, Glorba.
All right. With that, you awaken, screaming
Weird flower.
yourself. Laying next to you, Die. You're also having a dream. As you're lying there asleep, you begin to push your covers off. First the blanket, then the sheet. Why is it so hot in here? Not stuffy, just hot. Your eyes come open and your dark vision takes in the shades of gray of the room. The lamp is extinguished on the nearby table, but again, you can see in the dark, so just kind of shades of gray. Your sister lies sleeping next to you, tossing and turning as she has her own night of turmoil. She begins to shiver a bit, so you stand and pull the covers back over her. Why are you so hot? Is it fevered? What's going on? You start to panic a bit as you're overheating, and you start tugging on your clothes and pulling them off, almost tearing them off in your haste. You feel like you're being smothered, suffocated by the heat. You walk over to the cracked, half-broken mirror in the room, and you look at yourself and freeze. Your pale skin seems almost translucent. Your veins are glowing red, shining right through your skin. You can see them spider across your body, your very own web of life, but they're glowing. And your heart, glowing there in your chest, fully visible with a hot red glow, like the coals of a fire, is your heart, pumping the scorching liquid throughout your body. This unsettles you. I mean, you're seeing your own organs. Why is it so hot? But something catches your eye as you're looking at yourself, and you glance up to look at your face. The face that looks back at you in that mirror is not your own. You don't recognize it, but it seems to recognize you. And it's smiling. A smile with too many teeth. Suddenly, the mirror shatters completely, and you awaken in bed next to your sister as you both scream out in the night. With that, Aldrich, you are also having a dream. And though you rolled well, your dreams have not been good. Something has changed, really. You used to have dreams. Sometimes you'd remember them, but not now. The inky blackness doesn't seem to offer dreams anymore. That thought kind of floats through your mind. Another thought emerges from the depths. When was the last time you had a dream? And it wasn't just blackness. This gives you pause as you don't seem able to remember. It's just black. Void. But there's something out there. It's not empty. you are not alone in this void. Something is out there. You can feel it. And it's getting closer. You don't know how you know, but you know. You're more certain about this than if you're even still alive. Sweat begins to bead down the small of your back. You have never been so terrified to not be alone in the darkness. With that, you awaken. Not sure if your sleep ever came to you or if you even were asleep. But you are sure that something has found you. And Ninja, Aldrich, as you look to the door of your room, there seems to be almost and you have dark vision. You can see very clearly in this dark room. But around the door seems to come darkness. Darkness that you can't see through. And it moves through the door and seems to somewhat solidify in front of you. And Ninja, I would like just you to roll initiative.
My goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
Well, you know, live and die. At least your nightmares didn't attack you back.
Yep.
No.
That's the right thing. Maybe. I don't know if that's that right.
Oh,
All right. Let's see. We'll sheet pulled up real quick.
Out in the darkness.
would you like to cast Magic Missile at the darkness?
Yes. It's the lost smoke monster.
Right, how many?
All right, let me see real quick. Sorry, getting this set up. All right, you are the first to act, Aldrich. What would you like to do?
I want to call out to whatever this is and ask, what are you? What do you want? If I can, I don't know.
You can, and you get no audible reply, but you get a uneasy feeling in your mind that this is not a friendly entity. This is something that consumes and has found you through the darkness.
That being said, I would like to use, why is this not working? Sacred Flame. It won't let me show it.
You would just click it and well, you should have it on. Do you have it on your sheet? On like your attacks?
It won't let me display it though.
It's fine. You should just use it.
Okay. Yeah, you can look at it if you want. It's a cantrip.
I think you can. You should be able to. Yeah, you can like if you go to your main page on your sheet, under your like attacks, there is a Sacred Flame attack on there.
Okay.
Right. It's a dexterity save.
It's not working.
All right, it makes the save, so it does not take any damage. Any bonus actions?
I don't know what I could possibly do. Even get away from this thing.
Yes, you're currently in a locked room with this entity.
So I'm not gonna do anything.
And I will point out to all the other players in stream that if you're watching stream, this is not visible to you. This is something that only Aldrich right now is seeing.
My whole thing is messing up here.
All right, so it's your turn?
Is that my turn?
Yeah, is that your turn?
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right. With that, this thing will move up to you and is going to attack you. Let's see if this is a 16 hit. Does not. You have a 17 armor class. All right, so this thing misses you with a slam with its appendages. And that is it for its turn. Ninja, it's back to you. Or Eldritch.
Yeah, I think my roll 20 is kind of messed up too. Let's go. That's what I think it is. Let me see here. Let's do Guiding Bolt. Yeah, display is still missing.
Again, if you...
Oh, there it goes.
There we go. All right, so again, on your sheet on the main part, you should have a place where you can click this. This is an attack spell. And roll for an attack. Sweet. So, 15 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
How do I roll damage?
Just click on the guiding bolt in the chat, and it should give you a chance to roll. All right. With a burst of radiant light and energy, you vaporize this entity of the void. But as it disintegrates, give me a dexterity saving throw. In the top left of your sheet. Yep. All right. You fail it. So you will take some damage here. I did not. Hold on. It should be 1d4. I just did 1d45. So ignore this.
That's a...
I think it canceled.
Aldrich died.
Yeah, no, it sure. Yeah, you're dead.
1d45.
Anyway.
34 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You take
Jesus
4
Christ.
damage as this entity explodes in a cloud of what can only be described as dark corruption. And until a potentially later time, undisclosed, you have a new status effect you will carry with you for now. I'll tell you what it is. Alright. Let's see. Here we go. Until you have some type of managed to do some research, really not sure yet, but you currently have a feeling of an ease and a sense that something in your body hurts. And
Right.
And with that, you kind of, you're not sure if you're awaking or just what just happened. You're really not sure if that was, but you feel hurt.
My health is still the same, by the way.
I just checked.
No.
All right. With that, so after this has just occurred, Rook, you're also awoken as the ring on your finger seems to vibrate. And you don't know why.
You got the Apple Smart Ring?
Got it on launch day. Anyway, Rook will get up and look at his ring for a moment.
It is oddly... Is it glowing, or is that just the light playing off of it in the moonlight? It's not... Something's odd.
He just kind of puts a blanket over his head and tries to make sure light doesn't come through, just to see if it's glowing.
It's just the faintest bit, and you're just not sure if it's your eyes playing tricks on you or what, but your ring just reacted to something.
Don't know enough about you, now you're doing this.
And you feel these deeper questions burning in you, and don't have any immediate answers. So live and die, you have both just awoken screaming next to each other.
Cool. Guess I'll look over at Liv and tell her that I just had like the freakiest dream, and I'll tell her about it. Felt like I was burning. It was super weird, and I was pale, and my veins were glowing. I could like see my heart in my chest. It was glowing red, and I like didn't have my own face. Weird.
You didn't have your own face?
Yeah.
Was it a face you recognized?
Nope. But it knew me.
Well, it knew you?
Mm-hmm.
Did it talk to you?
Sure did not. Smiling, though. Super creepy. Have way too many teeth. The thumbs down from me.
Well, I also had a very strange dream. It involves Glorbo. And
That
I'm
guy.
pretty sure it's nothing. It's just a manifestation of, me being extremely worried after what just happened to us literally hours ago. Glorbo just needs to be careful with the sword and the axe and all the weapons. That's all I gotta say.
Based on what I've heard about a few hours ago, I gotta agree with you. Glad I wasn't awake for that.
Fine.
Oh my god.
Glorbo, what are you doing in our room?
No.
How'd you get in here?
I love
Glorbo
it.
gets scared of dark.
Whoa,
That's
dude,
okay,
whoa.
Glorbo. That's okay.
Glorbo hear weird noise from room next door.
Glorbo, I didn't know you could pick locks. I thought that was my
It was
job.
me.
It was me.
So,
When
Glorbo,
you
just
mentioned the-
before day, as the sun is starting to kind
Yeah.
of crest, you are awakened, as you've been also having some kind of turmoil and some turbulent dreams after the combat and the near misses of this thing, and you decide to go out for a little bit of air out of your room there. You want to step out the door.
Oh yeah. Let me scroll down a little bit here. open the door.
All right, and as you step
outside.
out, you hear a whimpering coming from the
Glorbo?
grate nearby.
Glorbo, check on Whimper.
And underneath the grate in this sewer is a small puppy with some odd markings.
Okay. Glorbo, odd too. Glorbo will reach for puppers.
Grate's pretty heavy. Give me a strength check to see if you can get the grate lifted.
Come on, Glorbo. There we go. Come on. Not really. I click and yet it does nothing.
Yeah, everything now has a toggle to where you'll have to pick whether it's a public or private role.
Okay. Yeah.
A 12.
I liked the 22 better.
You struggle with it, but it's just, you're not sure if you can get this up by yourself. It's pretty heavy for a little guy like you.
But Glorbo, try again. Hey, puppy! He pushed from other side.
You can give me another check if you have something to, similar like use something like a pry bar or something, or like what do you have?
I have a great club.
No, I don't think that would. You could try to smash it, but it's
Use
a
the
metal
handle.
grate.
Yeah, use the handle of it. Pop it.
Pry it up.
All right, you're gonna try that. And give me another strength check.
Yeah.
A 16. I'll say that you do manage to get the grate lifted enough that you can. It's a small little puppy. You can reach down and grab him by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah. Glorbo, grab puppy.
All right, and give me an animal handling check.
My proficiency? Yeah. Well,
I mean, to be fair, you just rescued this tiny little guy who was whimpering in a storm grate, so he's going to cuddle up against you. And he's still pretty small, but you think that if you work with him, this might be a new little friend for you.
Yay.
So I will add its take all that good stuff. Sheet to you.
Glorbo, name him Bernard.
Bernard.
Nice.
Glorbo only know of Saint Bernard.
All right. His sheet is now in your journal.
Yay!
All right, so he's not large enough to be a mount yet. He does have some actions he can take. He will move on your turn, but he does have hit points, so you don't want him to be in the mix of things, if you know what I'm saying. But you have a little friend.
Yay!
Liv is jealous.
Adorable.
And with that, everyone else awakens and can move about freely.
Glorbo will sit there and pet and cuddle Bernard.
We all just wake up and Glorbo's just got a puppy.
Yeah, Glorbo's got a puppy, and I woke up from a horrible nightmare. Jesus.
You know what makes horrible nightmares better? Glorbo
Puppies.
with a puppy.
Yeah. Can I pet your puppy, please? That'd be so nice. It made me feel a lot better.
Roll the pet puppy.
No.
Animal handling, everyone. Are we so good at petting puppies?
Glorbo's just gonna sit here and pet his puppies.
Oh
I'm
no.
kind of hearing
Choppy,
it back,
Alex.
kind of.
What the hell was in my room?
Well,
Not- You know, I realized though, you can never give this party like a blade-like sting. It's like it glows when goblins are about.
Okay, then I'm cheating because I know where the puppy is. Let me pet you. Trying not to scare the
Can
puppy, but I really
I?
want to pet it.
I don't know
Puff.
if I can do anything. Is there any way I can like investigate like the markings that it has?
Sure.
Because you said they're strange, right? Like they're not normal.
Yeah, it's almost like you're not sure if it's like an odd birthmark or it could even be painted on. There's like some odd markings that aren't typical for a dog by any means. Let's see. I would say if you want to try like depends on how you kind of want to look at like Arcana or nature or like whatever you like want to check, you know.
I think it would probably be a nature check because I would just want to see if I've seen anything like this on an animal before.
Certainly.
This Glorbo new friend Bernard.
He's so cute.
14.
14.
Glorbo, take care of-
You don't recognize it. Oh, geez. That's definitely not it.
What is happening?
He's loud as fuck. That's not it, my friend. Sorry, I'm gonna have to mute your ass till you get that fixed.
Get muted.
Do you have your computer hooked up to a vacuum cleaner?
Yeah, right. Sorry, I had to mute you for a second, bud.
God.
That did not go well. Anyway, okay, so
Get the shit out of me.
With the
Sure,
jump
that's
scare?
a jump scare.
No, I have the sound on Twitch turned down. I don't hear the jump scare.
yeah, right.
Manny, come here.
All right.
I feel
so,
bad that Alex is having such problems.
Poor guy. All right, so
Anyway,
with that nature check, it does not. You don't recognize the markings. It doesn't seem like it's anything from nature necessarily. You don't recognize it. You're like, that's weird, huh? You don't recognize it.
Huh.
Weird.
well, I think we need to go pay our rent. First of all.
Oh shit.
Now you don't even have a camera.
I need to I just need to turn your audio down. That is frightening. Sorry guys, continue. I'm working on the audio stuff.
I can't continue when it's doing that because I can't hear anything. It stopped though.
Yeah, I know. I'm all right.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I got you. All right, you're under.
Anyway.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Guys, continue.
Morning.
I was just gonna say I think that we need to go pay our rent, and then Guy, we wanted to talk to the landlord about something.
Yeah,
My hat for
something. I
Bernard.
forgot already.
And you guys notice Aldrich looks a little worse for wear. A little disheveled.
Aldrich want pet Bernard?
And if we
Would
get a
love to,
dog,
buddy.
This Glorbo new friend Bernard.
Also, I need to tell everyone about something that happened this morning. Might not believe me, but I actually had to fight a shadow monster.
Oh, that's cool. Did you win?
I did, but
nice.
In your dream?
now I have this weird stomach pain, and I need to figure it out.
Okay, so you fought a shadow monster in your dream, and then you woke up with stomach pain?
Except I think it was real life, not a dream. Although my
Shadow
dream,
monsters now.
there was a presence coming towards me, and then I woke up, and that's when the shadow monster appeared in my room.
huh.
Glorbo
Are
got
you
drink
okay?
from Redman at bar. That helped Glorbo's stomach pain go away.
Man, worth a shot. I look at the dog. Would I be able to make an Arcana check?
Sure.
What pet Bernard?
Yeah.
There we get it. When did we get a dog?
Gosh damn.
We woke up this
Glorbo,
morning
find
and he just had
Bernard.
You got bigger issues
It's
right now,
Glorbo.
Aldrich. You don't really know. You don't recognize anything on the dog.
Hmm.
The dog.
Don't eat the dog, Brooke.
The dog looking at Aldrich
I need everybody.
growls a little.
Mm.
No,
Right.
Bernard. I'll
Okay, he might eat me.
And make an investigation check.
Or
It okay, Bernard. These Glorbo friends, so they you friend.
16. Yeah, like this dog, although is a little puppy and is happy to be rescued and everybody around it seems to be kind of friendly, doesn't care for you. Not super sure why.
Hmm.
All right.
Are you a dog murderer in another life?
No.
Knows?
It knows.
You.
That is very stupid.
Let's either go back to the bar because we have obviously lost Silo, and also need to go pay our rent.
Okay,
And we need to
so
figure out what's going on.
how about me and Di will go pay the rent. Y'all go to the bar and we'll just meet you at the bar.
And Glorbo buy tiny hat for
So
Bernard.
as you're standing there, the blacksmith, the landlord, walks up to you and is like, "Hey, I see you're back. You got my money or what?"
Worked here. I didn't realize that's what it was.
Yeah, we're home.
How much was rent?
10 gold.
10 gold.
I'll
put a-
pitch in.
Each.
Oh,
I can put a. You said each?
Each?
No, that's trash.
No.
All right. 10 gold. You got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can put up 2.
I'm writing about this
we
in
all
my
put
book.
up 2. It'll be like 2 extra, and then we can say that's for next month's. A little
Yeah.
early.
I don't.
Yeah.
Does that work?
I don't know. I don't know how to do this, but
Okay,
Oh,
Glorbo,
good.
give one from Glorbo, one from Bernard.
I gave 2 gold. Just to not be here.
I shall also give 2 gold.
Also, I need a doctor.
I'm not that kind of doctor. I'm sorry.
thinking that
I
Eminem song now.
can. Let's see. Hold on, let me pull up my sheet. I can. Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Aldrich, and I'm going to cast. It's not a lot, but Healing Hands.
Oh, thank.
You only get 2 HP back.
That's
What?
fine.
Yeah, so I'm having the same issue where it's not actually sending it through the chat.
It may have that dialogue box you have to pick if it's public or
Oh,
whispered.
it might. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It does.
Oh.
It does.
Yep.
I think that was the whole problem. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Most everything's gonna. It's now a new thing, and I know it's gonna be aggravating, but to where you can whisper any
That's
roll
okay.
you want to.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's okay.
Cool.
So you get 2 hit points back.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can, Aldrich, you can add 2 back to your number. Unless you guys have anything else to say, the blacksmith collects his money, and Humming will walk away.
Wait.
What?
Actually,
We have questions for you.
Oh yeah.
I just
Bernard, dude, good
we
job.
were just curious. Have you ever heard of the Daylight? The Daylight Orphanage?
No, I don't. Not in this district anyway. I don't have any orphanages right off.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Glorbo also have question when live and die done.
Nice, dirty 20.
Ooh.
This guy doesn't know. He's like, I don't know.
You are not helpful.
Okay, no.
He's like, to be fair,
fine.
I haven't lived here super
fair.
long, so if it was older, but none that I know of in this area anyway. I mean, the Emberhill's a big place. I'm sure there are plenty of orphanages around. There's always plenty of orphans.
Well, the guy who managed this, who was the landlord before you, is he still around? Would he know anything?
He might. I haven't really kept up with him though. I mean, he kind of left in a hurry, and I really haven't, Wow.
I repeat, not helpful.
Hey, all I know is what I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Glorbo,
Listen, we don't want him to. We don't want him to raise the rent on us, okay? That's just.
Glorbo have question, Landy Lord.
Oh,
Glorbo have question.
Yep. What else you got?
Make Bernard tiny helmet.
He looks at you, looks at the dog, and is like, I mean, sure. It may take me a day or two, and maybe I don't know, like 5 silver, maybe.
Glorbo pay.
Okay. You hand him the money, he'll say, "All right, I'll get it to you in a couple days."
That's awesome.
Hell.
Okay,
Totally
we'll
worth it.
have 5.
Wild.
Yeah.
He will walk back to the shop if anybody else has anything for him.
Is our blacksmith, is he like a good blacksmith? Can he like upgrade weapons and armor and stuff?
For a price.
Glorbo will just turn
Dang.
Bernard around to look at him and just be like, Glorbo, get Bernard tiny helmet.
How did he get a
We
dog?
really need to get this man some pastries.
Glorbo,
Look, I don't know. We
act
woke
like
up this morning, he just
Bernard.
had
He
the
get
dog.
present.
We don't question it.
This morning cannot get any more eventful.
Hey,
I beg to differ.
did you have any weird dreams, Rook?
No, just weird things happening when I woke up, but no
what?
dreams.
Care to elaborate, my dude?
Oh, you know,
No.
vibrating ring.
Hold on.
As a lady, I am intrigued.
Pardon?
It's a
All I'm
cock
saying
ring.
is we don't need to
What?
know about your morning time with yourself, okay?
I fail to understand what you mean by that. But he just shows his ring.
Nid want pet.
Yeah, let me see that for a second.
No,
So
absolutely not.
Nid want pet.
me
Bernard.
and Di both had really strange dreams. Aldridge had some kind of experience where he got attacked by a smoke monster.
Mhm.
Rook has a vibrating ring. Glorbo
Nice.
has a dog.
His name Bernard.
And Nidalak apparently slept like a baby.
Must have been nice, dude.
Accurate summary.
Listen, I
Okay.
don't know what's going on. I stayed up all night building things.
Okay. So something clearly is happening because we all had, except for Nidalak, we all had strange experiences.
Glorbo not have strange experience. Glorbo find puppy.
Yeah, that's
Glorbo,
kind
the
of
dog
out of the
is
ordinary,
strange.
Glorbo, and it's got weird
What?
ass markings.
No,
is cute.
It
Weird
gives from
markings.
Santa Bernard.
It is odd. It was very good, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
Still
No,
weird.
It gives from Santa Bernard. That why Glorbo name it.
Weird markings.
Yeah, look at his face.
Yeah, look at his.
Glorbo think he look normal.
Arcana?
He's cute, Glorbo.
Glorbo also admit Glorbo not see many dog.
This is the first dog I've ever seen. Looks normal to me.
Go for it.
Okay then.
It's pretty normal to Glorbo.
Just gonna kneel down, look at this dog.
Wow, lucky
Seems like a normal
sevens.
dog to me.
Yeah, no one knows anything about this dog. It's great.
Something ain't right, but nothing you can put your finger on. You're just like, this is odd. It's weird.
This is now the third person that's trying to inspect this dog.
This dog is
Mysterious dog is
amazing.
mysterious.
Yep,
Yeah,
this
This
is
is
a
a
dog.
normal dog, guys. I don't know what you want.
It's perfect. Weird dog. Yay!
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there we
Can
go.
I?
Ah, there you are, Nibble. I have a gift for you.
Guys, I lost my voice.
Hey, here he is.
Uh,
Oh, here he is.
Welcome in.
Want pet
Well.
Bernard?
How
I would
was your
love
night?
to perception check your rod. I
Yeah,
slept alright.
Can I Arcana
Had
check
this weird dream about a dog I'd like to check out.
What?
Is it Santa Bernard?
Nidalak.
Yeah, I think his name was Bernard.
Just for fun.
Well,
Oh,
again, it doesn't seem
That's
like a
true.
normal dog, but you can't. I don't know. It's a dog. Like looks like a
This
dog,
do-
but it just seems odd.
this dog
Can it
sure is
talk?
dog.
Yo!
Nat 20 on the
Whoa.
dog check.
Oh, Doyle rules.
Doyle rules.
Steve
Look,
Holt.
you woke
Tell
up
me about this
Bernard.
book.
Steve Holt. Yeah,
Bernard!
there's something arcane about this dog. Like, this is not
shit.
magic you've like encountered before, but this isn't just a dog. Like, there's something. It's magical.
Maybe it gift from Butterfly.
Congratulations, you now own Falcor.
Maybe it.
With that check,
Maybe
I'll
it
say
gift
also,
from
you don't
Butterfly.
think it's like evil, like malignant. You know, it's like, but it's not a normal dog. It's magical of some kind.
Okay,
Okay.
Gorbo now know. It gift from Butterfly.
Hey, I guess I can buy arrows from the market. I don't need to buy them from
Actually, you
blacksmith.
don't need to worry about that.
I think Rook's been trying to give you a gift all morning.
Is it
Oh.
pastry?
Is it a jar of mayonnaise?
A bathtub of
bathtub of
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise?
A
Actually-
gallon?
Rook did say he had a gift for me.
Horrendous.
But yes, I've developed something, and I'm going to give you a crossbow.
Oh, man.
Is it
Sick.
tiny boots
Yo.
for
Nice.
A
Bernard?
repeating shot crossbow
Ooh.
Ooh.
is a +1 weapon.
It
We're
creates its
gonna
own
make so
ammo?
many
Yep.
Yo. That's super cool.
birds.
It creates its own
All of them.
ammo. Is there any cost?
Nope.
That's badass.
Oh,
Artificial
yeah, that's
heat.
awesome.
How do we add that to a sheet?
You're just gonna have to.
Probably in the compendium.
You're just gonna have to, get a crossbow, a +1 crossbow,
Okay.
and that's about it.
Just +1 crossbow. We'll just say it doesn't use ammo.
Yep.
Sweet.
Doesn't need
You know
any
what's
ammo.
you know what's even cooler than that? Check this out.
Halo.
I love Hail of Thorns.
Is that a?
They're gonna
There's like
die.
a light crossbow, a heavy crossbow. Like shit, dude.
Um,
Is it a
let
hand
me-
crossbow? I mean,
Let me check because I used my crossbow for
A
this.
It's
D10?
repeating.
It is a
so
light.
it should be two. Repeating
is.
should be two. Oh, it's light?
It's a light crossbow.
light crossbow. Okay, so I get it's a light crossbow +1. Sweet. I'm adding it to your sheet now.
Damn.
So that you now have a light
Yeah.
crossbow +1, and it uses no ammo.
Yo.
Oh,
That's
we about
sick.
to murk some bitches.
Oh wow, they take piercing damage regardless.
How the fuck does it have an
Fail.
80/320 range? That's insane.
What?
Fucking insane. All right.
I don't-
Anyway, you now have an
I
insane
don't
crossbow.
have anything.
Enjoy.
I don't have anything that cool. I just have this.
I got a couple of knives. That's about it.
It's still cool.
That's
is
cool.
Yeah, you want
Resembling
you
a
want it
human
in
head and
chilling?
shoulders.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
You
bus.
want a celestial being to make sure you're doing alright? I got you.
So,
What about just summon angel? It whatever.
speaking of angels,
You
my
mean
dream,
Bernard?
my dream was so messed up that I have concerns that the opposite of an angel, like there's something going on, because my dream made me feel like I was like
Leneg.
possessed or something, because like so I just like
What?
tell everybody about my dream last nightmare.
What a Leneg.
Feel free. Do whatever you want.
I just have concerns because dream was super effed, and then on my body that seemed super weird and kind of not mine. Didn't even have my own face, but the face looking at me in the mirror definitely knew who I was.
But how you not have owned face if you look through face?
Dream world, I guess. Or possession, I guess. It's like mine, but not.
Glorbo normally just dream about pastry.
That must be nice. So,
Sometimes Glorbo dream about butterflies.
I don't know if there's like a way to find out if there's like something else living inside my body. I would love to find out if that's happening.
Samesies.
Because
Can anybody cast, like, can we, like, do, like, a medicine check or anything?
I don't think it's like a medicine issue. Like, I'm not hurting.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't know.
feel weird. But that dream just
Well-
felt like,
Aldrich doesn't feel good.
yeah, like he actually like legit doesn't feel good. Like I feel fine. Just my dream made it seem super. It was like a little bit too real. Like maybe it almost wasn't a dream.
Hey,
Like it was, but it was like way too realistic to
I
not be
become ghost lady.
worth looking into. Ghosties.
Where would we even look in? Where would we even... Who do we talk to about that?
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody have any ideas?
Glorbo usually talk to Glorbo mom.
Either find a doctor or a library or a scientist
How about a library?
just to do research on like arcane arts or something.
I don't know if our entire
Library.
troop...
Seems like go buy a library map. Jesus fuck.
Well, I do need to catch up on my research, and also I want to find out what's up with my.
Or maybe like
Rook's
a witch
just
in
over
the
there.
woods.
Library. The library.
Just saying.
Might
Would a
be
witch
some
in the
dark,
woods know anything?
dark magic going on. I am not talking to a hag.
There's witches in them there woods.
Well, that just means she seems like a nice lady.
That's
She is a nice lady.
Bernard, you know
I meant like a
anything
hag.
going on? Bernard, no.
Bernard doesn't talk to you.
Uh-huh.
So,
Sorry.
You guys doing?
Can we get some breakfast? I have the taste of bandit in my mouth.
It's a what? Oh, the guy you ate, right? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay,
Yep.
Well, I guess we can go, like to the tavern and
Fucking
get some
vibrating
breakfast.
ring. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I can explain.
I don't know.
All right, so y'all wanting to head to the tavern for breakfast? Question mark. Is that what I heard?
Yes.
There can look around for some stuff.
Going to the seedy ass Bullseye Tavern again?
I mean,
The what?
I'd
Yes.
rather not,
Nope.
but sure.
Well, it's because you buy drugs when we go there. Actually, that's probably. I probably should not go.
I could run that
Bernard,
place
what
out
you
of
think?
business.
Where we go?
I'm tank on your top around there.
The real question is, do I have another tavern prepared? Yes, you guys decide where you want to go, and then we'll take a quick break while I prep a map.
Glorbo will just ask Bernard where he think go. Bernard, where you think go?
Bark, bark.
One bark tavern, 2 bark other.
Take my like crossbow out of my.
I mean, don't we still gotta go catch Silas?
3 times.
Yeah, like Bernard barks 3 times. What the fuck does that mean then? He knows something we don't know.
I don't know
Yes,
where we need to go.
Let's go back to the
but-
CD tavern and see if we can find out something else about like the poisoner, because I would love to get some info
So-
on that and collect that 200 GP.
Glorbo, want your tavern? Introduce Bernard, other dog.
Oh,
Right.
Oh,
Thank God they might fight.
I know. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Well,
Bernard need new dog friend.
maybe they'll be friends and everything will be good.
Yeah,
We can
Bernard,
hope for
best
the
dog.
best, but plan for the worst. Everyone,
Alright, full send.
All right. we're
have
going
your
to
magic
tavern.
crossbow out when they meet each other, just in case.
All right, so back to the old Bullseye Tavern.
Mhm.
All right. cats going ham over there. Asshole.
Can we stop and get a tiny hat for Bernard on the way?
Fucking, where are you gonna get a tiny hat?
A propeller hat.
Oh, like you could find a hat for like a baby and put it on him.
I bet you they have goblin hats.
Yeah,
Right.
like a goblin hat.
Question: are you bringing Bernard with you to the tavern?
I am bringing Bernard everywhere I go.
Oh boy.
Like Bernard's going everywhere. There was not a question. I don't know why you asked. Bernard was going
Yeah,
everywhere.
I don't know why I even asked. I'm
He's
just
with the
reiterate,
long run.
he has health, so
I
trying to say
protect Bernard.
okay. Sorry. All right, let's move you,
You see
all.
that? You see that
to
angelic guardian?
this map. Yeah.
You're the
You see
key.
Yep. Hello, Noki.
She's
Is it because
jealous
I'm talking
of
about
Bernard.
All right, you all arrive back at the Bullseye Tavern. Let me redo Bernard's. There we go. All right.
Yay!
Question: could I make an Arcana check on myself?
Sure. Let's see, 14.
Okay, bye, Noki.
What is ailing you is not arcane in nature. It is something that you really can't quite fathom right now. It's something like unlike you've ever experienced or felt before.
Religion check. Doubtful it would
Oh.
help. But who knows?
Yeah, I
I mean, I
can
can
do
do a
that.
medicine check just in general.
Religion
Just to
check.
see. Who's doing the religion check?
I mean, he's a cleric, so.
Oh, well, we probably should.
Well,
Yeah, I think that would be the best one.
Religion is
Is
not
that
much
wisdom
altitude.
or is that no? That's intelligence, isn't it?
Ninja, I will say this. In your time in the Underdark, where you were exploring, and you were exiled, and you were off and away, and you were trying to seek knowledge and find things on your own, you kind of found an alternate faith to what Drow typically worship, which has granted you these abilities and powers that you have, but you feel like right now that maybe something to do with that is why this was more of a forbidden thing that you found. Like maybe it's not all good. Maybe with that one you're like, maybe this that I found is got some side effects.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go in the tavern.
Cool, no doubt, no doubt.
All right. As you approach the door, there's the same little girl that's begging for money. She sees you guys approaching and is like, "Oh, hey, it's you guys.
It is us guys.
You all left in a hurry last time."
Yep.
I'll go.
We're looking for that one guy.
I haven't
The
seen
ugly
him
one.
back here recently.
What pet, Bernard?
Inside check.
Therefore,
Inside the child.
Oh, he can't move.
I feel like we
Bernard, huh?
we probably should
He
have
should be
given
able to.
money
That-
first.
you don't have control,
Well,
Bernard?
no.
Double check.
19.
That whole sequence literally happened yesterday, and she hasn't seen him since.
Okay.
What pet,
Child is being
Bernard?
Sorry,
Fruitful.
let me
Thanks for
edit
nothing.
the token. It says can be edited and
I
controlled
give
by.
her
Odd. Controlled by my character settings. You
two
should be fine
silver,
on
by
be
the
able to
way.
move him.
Yeah, I keep
Two
clicking.
silver.
He doesn't move. I can click on me and move me, but I can't click on Bernard.
one silver. Yeah,
Let me
one
redo
silver because
his-
copper's the lowest.
Yeah.
All right. Can you? How about now?
Nope.
That's very odd. 'Cause it definitely says. All right, hold on. Let me do this. All right. How about now?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right, you said you gave the real money, or what'd you guys do?
Yeah, I give her
You cut out. What did you say?
No, I gave her 1 silver.
Okay.
just for